Hey everybody, welcome to another great start to another great course. We are going to be doing things in the course this year that are going to allow you to express yourself artistically, I hope. It's going to be a little bit of a different course maybe from maths and sciences where there's an awful lot of head knowledge and a little bit of output in the occasional lab or the occasional experiment. We are going to experiment a lot, and we're going to be using the computers and the software programs within the computers in order to do all that experimentation. So because we are a partly in-person and a partly at-home and a partly online course, we need to really get a strong understanding of how you and I are going to communicate together. And so I created this short tutorial video for you to show you the way in which I want you to communicate with me and how I want you to access this class. So I am quickly going to jump online and show you where you need to go to get access to what you need to access. First and foremost, our school board's homepage is called publicboard.ca. You go to publicboard.ca, you get the Greater Essex County District School Board homepage. When you're on the homepage, if you slide to the very bottom, there are a number of excellent quick links that you can use. If you ever want to know whether your bus is running due to snow or inclement weather, there is buskids.ca and you can click on it and get that information. Here's where you can get directly to Edsby and D2L BrightSpace. Edsby and D2L BrightSpace are the platforms that I use as a teacher to communicate with you. Why? Because they're the ones the school board wants me to use. D2L BrightSpace and Edsby are very friendly to allowing multiple people to look in on and check in on you as a student. Whereas Microsoft Teams is very proprietary and Microsoft wants to control most of that and you're allowed to use it. But on D2L BrightSpace, any teacher who I give access to or any principal can go in and see when you're online, how long you were online, what you did online, and that's what the school board would prefer. So I'm going to be using both Edsby and D2L BrightSpace for all of our communications. If you go to publicboard.ca and then click on the D2L BrightSpace platform, you should be able to find all of your current active courses right down here in the middle, under My Courses. This should expand, and up should pop all the courses that you are enrolled in currently. Now, if like me, you don't see that, well, that's okay, because up at the top of the screen, there is an icon called your Select a Course icon. It looks like 9 boxes that are all arranged in a bigger box. You click on that icon, and you will definitely there have access to all the courses that you are enrolled in. Some of these are courses I taught last year. Some are courses I taught last quadmester. This one is a course I teach this quadmester, and this one is a course I teach in a future quadmester. So again, access the Select a Course icon, click, brings up your courses, look for the one that you need. This is TIJ10, that's the course code for Grade 9 Integrated Technology. It is Section 2, it is with Mr. Robinson at Sandwich Secondary School, 2020 to 2021. It's in Semester 1, but it's in Quadmester number 2. If I click on it, I will be brought to the D2L BrightSpace homepage, Course Home, for TIJ10-02 Robinson, Sandwich Secondary School, 2020-2021. This is your homepage. It's going to be the place that gives you access to everything I'm going to give you as part of the course. Directly below this banner is where all of the lessons will occur and appear. Okay, they're called announcements, but they're all the lessons. You'll see that our Grade 9 course code is there, the date, as well as the entire written lesson for what you need to do that day. I will be using BrightSpace for the lessons that you do on your own, where you don't talk to me face-to-face, and I will be even using BrightSpace for the lessons where we will meet up on camera and talk face-to-face. But in the event of an emergency, maybe the power goes out, maybe my computer stops working, maybe I get sick and I happen to be not able to get online, the lesson will still be online for that day because you'll be able to come here to D2L BrightSpace, find the lesson, read through it, There are even downloadable items that I will give you. Sometimes they are videos to watch. Sometimes they are notes that I want you to have. So here is the lesson from November 16th, the lesson from November 13th, the lesson from November 12th. All that information waiting for you, and within each lesson there is written text and there is some downloadable attachments. Sometimes they're documents like safety rules and lessons. Sometimes they're videos to watch like the video you're watching right now. So this is where all of our assignments will be given. Now, just in case BrightSpace goes down, I like to have a backup, and my backup is Edsby. Here is the exact same course in Edsby, and in the middle of the screen, as most of you know from having worked with Edsby, here are the exact same lessons. There it is, the exact same grade 9 lesson for November 16th, along with the downloadable attachment, the note that I gave them for that day to download, and the lesson from November 13th, and the lesson from November 12th, along with all the downloadable attachments right there. So I give you the lessons in both places. Why? Because I want to make sure you're able to access them even if you have a problem. Maybe BrightSpace is down, or you can't log into BrightSpace. Then go check out Edsby. Maybe Edsby isn't working for some reason. That's all right. Go to BrightSpace. It's good to have a redundancy built in. That way we can be as sure as possible that we can access the information we need to get the work done that we need to get done on that day. Now, this is a place where I'm going to be giving you your asynchronous lessons where we don't meet face-to-face. It's also the place where I'm going to be giving you your synchronous lessons. If you come back up to the top, just below that Select a Course icon, there are a whole series of other icons: Course Home, Content, Discussions. Well, in the middle, right under Class Assignments and Class List, is a down arrow. If you push that down arrow, you get access to a few more icons, including your virtual classroom. This is where I want you to go when it's time to meet up face-to-face. Push on Virtual Classroom, and you will be taken to our, in this case, Grade 9, Section 2, Virtual Online Classroom, where there are two definite sections. Active meetings, right here. These are the meetings that you're going to participate in when you're supposed to meet up with me face-to-face. And then recorded meetings of former active meetings. So here again is the November 16th lesson that I taught to the students face-to-face. If you go way over to the far right-hand side, there are 3 stacked dots. Click on those stacked dots, and you can now preview or watch the lesson from the 16th, or you can download it in order to have it as a note or a guide for later. Click on Preview, up pops the lesson. Click on the lesson, and I will begin to talk to you via the magic of recorded media.
All right.
Okay, and there I am on screen, the entire lesson for the 16th recorded. If you miss a day or if you don't understand the material, you have the ability to go back and take a look at it. When we have an actual meetup in Virtual Classroom, I will create a meeting. I do that by clicking this icon. I go in and I give it a name, Grade 9, Tech, BrightSpace lesson, November 17th. Click. I give it a date. It's going to happen on the 17th. And I give it a start time. And in this instance, I'm just going to tell it to start now, and then I hit save. And what's going to happen is that in about 60 seconds, up here in the active meeting banner, there's going to be a meeting just like this recorded one that's down here under recorded meetings. It'll say November 17th instead of November 16th. And instead of being able to watch the meeting pre-recorded by clicking the 3 circles on the far right, you're going to be able to join the meeting by clicking the 3 circles on the far right. This is where we will meet to do our online interactions. Takes about 60 seconds. Boom. The meeting has now been created. You can now slide over to the 3 dots, click on it, and rather than preview or watch a recorded meeting, you're going to launch the actual meeting. When you launch the meeting, D2L BrightSpace uses a program named Bongo. Bongo does all the work of connecting for you. All you got to do is click the button, enter meeting room. and in you will go. Want to talk to me? Activate your microphone. Takes about 30 seconds to activate your microphone, and then there's a test, an echo test, and if you can hear yourself talk, then I'll be able to hear you talk. If the echo test works, then hit yes.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
When you are in the meeting, you can talk to me by activating your microphone right down here at the bottom, or you can mute your mic if I ask you to by pushing that blue circle,
You are now muted.
and it goes mute. So your microphone is ready to be used, but it can be muted or unmuted. You can even go on camera if you want to, by clicking your camera device, allowing it, and then hitting the Start Sharing button. And then you will pop up just like I am right there on screen. You've done this stuff before, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. I do, however, want to show you the other method that we will communicate. I need to shrink my screen down just a bit. If I don't have you on camera, and I don't have you talking on your microphone, but you will be available over here listed in participants, and I will want you to click on this chat icon on the far right, and here is where you can chat with me via text and say things like, "Hey sir, I'm here." And it's where you can ask me questions. "Hey sir, how did you get so handsome?" So we will communicate via text. I will talk to you on camera in the middle of the screen and with my microphone. You will sometimes talk on camera, sometimes just with your microphone, sometimes just via this text option. But that's where to find that. Okay, and all that is in the D2L BrightSpace homepage. It's beautiful. Edsby is where I will do attendance. Edsby is where you and I can even talk using the Edsby messages. Right here beside the words Edsby, if you click on that, you will see that you and I can have personal text conversations back and forth, and we can exchange information. Edsby is also where I'm going to want you to submit your assignments to me. Okay? There's a quick overview. Edsby and BrightSpace. When the BrightSpace meeting is over, I will end it, and it'll kick you out. Boom. There we go, folks. That's how we're going to communicate. Try and get to the Edsby meetings on time. Right? If the meeting's supposed to start at 1 o'clock, be there for 5 minutes prior to 1 o'clock. And if something isn't ever working, check Edsby. You never know. I just might leave you a message in Edsby telling you something like, if I can scroll down fast enough, right there. Nope, not that one. Doesn't matter. This is where I will give you little Edsby messages. All right, folks, that's it for today. Hopefully you're going to be able to get online and find us. Hopefully you'll be able to get into BrightSpace. And hopefully you'll like it more than Microsoft Teams. I guess we'll see. Talk to you soon.